Hello friends, myself Prince Jha and today we will be discussing about the properties of cyclobutadiene. So we will discuss cyclobutadiene and all its properties and all the different scenario which is going to help you to solve the different problem of JEE Advanced. What I am going to discuss today may come in the JEE Advanced as a multiple correct question. So it is very important for multiple correct question, and you might have faced some problems when you are preparing for it. So if I analyze this compound carefully, then you can see here there is 2 pi electron and here there is 2 pi electron. So it consists of total of 4 pi electrons. This means the compound is anti-aromatic. The compound is anti-aromatic. Anti-aromatic means the compound is relatively unstable. So anyhow this compound is unstable, but the few reactions which we will discuss, and it's very important. So let's discuss first reaction. The first reaction which we will discuss is reaction of cyclobutadiene with sodium. So before starting with this, I will take some examples which you might have seen, that whenever if you have gone through the organic reaction, you have seen the Woods reaction. In Woods reaction, the reagent is Na ether. If I will talk about the Grignard reagent, the reagent is Mg ether. So in most of the organic reactions, we take metals as a reagent. In this session, I am not going in detail and I am not going to explain you about how the Woods reaction is happening and how the Grignard reagent is doing work, but my purpose is to take this scenario is to explain you whenever you face any of these reagents, first thing which must come into your head is that this sodium can easily oxidizes to sodium plus and lose 1 electron. This must come into your head. If I talk about magnesium, as it is a metal, it easily get to Mg2 plus and it will lose 2 electron. If you see zinc, then Zn2 plus 2 electrons. So the reason behind to take a metal in organic reaction is metal act as reducing agent. As in all the cases metal is oxidizing, hence it will act as a reducing agent. So metal is used as a reducing agent in any reaction. So now if I take the case which we were discussing, that cyclobutadiene and sodium. So in this case also sodium will go to sodium will go to Na plus 1 electron. Now here I am giving you a key point. Whenever you make a cyclobutadiene, you make it as a double bond with 2 free radical. This is advisable for any reaction. If you are taking this compound, make it as this. So it will help you to solve problem. So if I consider a reaction chamber, in reaction chamber there will be cyclobutadiene, there will be a sodium, and for each sodium there will be an electron. Since sodium is losing an electron, and in this reaction chamber only cyclobutadiene is left, so anyhow it is going to gain the electron. So it will gain the electron, and as of now I am giving it one electron only. So it will take one electron, and here there will be negative charge and a free radical. Now look at this. Here, since it will make double bond, so here there is 4 pi electron, and it is also having 4 pi electrons. So in both the cases the compound is having 4 pi electrons, so here it is anti-aromatic, and in the product also it is anti-aromatic. So do you think, is there any point to drive this reaction into forward? If the reactant was also anti-aromatic and the product gain was also anti-aromatic, so there is no point to have this reaction. So how the things will happen? Now I am taking this as a point. You must feel it in many reactions. Think like this. Do in the reaction chamber, is there only be one compound of cyclobutadiene and one atom of sodium? No. In the reaction chamber there will be many compound of this many molecules of cyclobutadiene. There will be many molecules, and there will be many sodium atom. If I consider 1 mole of sodium, then it will be having 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23 atoms of sodium. So in the reaction chamber, these atoms and these molecules are taken in huge amount. So for each sodium there will be an electron, for each sodium there will be an electron, for each sodium there will be an electron. So there will be too many electrons in the reaction chamber, and if I give one more electron to this molecule, there will be negative charge here also. Now since you can see it is having now 2 pi, 2 pi, 2 pi, total of 6 pi electron. So it has become aromatic, and now this reaction can be possible. So it can be driven in forward. Let's see why I was discussing this. So here I will give some points that in general we don't make an aromatic compound like this. We make it as a, since here there is 2 electron, so we take 2 electron here and we'll make a circle. So this is how the things happen. Now I am reacting this with sodium. This is what I was doing. So you can see it has given 2 electron. We have taken 2 electron. So 2 moles of sodium will be required. And similarly, we have needed only 1 molecule of this compound. So I have taken 1 mole of cyclobutadiene atom. So here will be 2 electrons, and since sodium has gone to sodium plus, so there will be 2 sodium atom. This will be like a salt. So if I analyze it carefully, so this is going to oxidation and it went to reduction. This was the concept. Now there is another point which I am about to make. What is that point is, generally when you react sodium, or we can say when you react an acid or any molecule having acidic character with sodium, here I am taking methyl alcohol. So if I will react it with the sodium, the same process will happen. Same process. What will happen? Sodium will go to sodium plus and it will lose 1 electron. Now if I take the case of CH3OH, CH3OH will break like this and H plus. In the same case scenario, I am taking reaction chamber here. There will be too many molecules of CH3OH. Since there is too many molecules of CH3OH, there will be too many CH3O minus and H plus, CH3O minus and H plus, CH3O minus and H plus. Similarly, too many atoms of sodium, so Na plus and 1 electron, Na plus and 1 electron, Na plus 1 electron. So in this reaction chamber, hydrogen plus can take 1 electron, hydrogen plus can take 1 electron and become nascent hydrogen. This can happen. And CH3O minus can react with Na plus to become CH3O minus, Na plus can become CH3O minus Na plus, like this, like a salt. So now in the reaction chamber, this has been reacted, only nascent hydrogen has been left. So I am taking reaction chamber, nascent hydrogen, nascent hydrogen, nascent hydrogen. So all these nascent hydrogen, so suppose if two nascent hydrogen will react with each other, so it can give H2. By this we can conclude that any acid or any molecule having acidic character will react with sodium to give CH3O minus Na plus H2. So here, since to become H2, two atoms of hydrogen have to neutralize or have to react with electrons. So 2 electron is required. So 2 sodium is also required. 2 sodium is required. So here will be also sodium. Here will also be 2 sodium. So this is how the balance reaction is. But what we have observed in this case is, if acid reacts with sodium, it will liberate hydrogen. This is the key point. So now, since although it is not acid, but this point is also used, very regularly, that if you react this with sodium, so cyclobutadiene, in case of cyclobutadiene, it was 2 electron and 2 Na plus. So in this case, there will not have any liberation of hydrogen. So cyclobutadiene, we can conclude that cyclobutadiene reacts with sodium without liberation of hydrogen. This is very important point. Now we have discussed about cyclobutadiene. Cyclobutadiene undergoes reduction, act as a oxidizing agent, and reacts with sodium without liberation of hydrogen. Now, since it is going to reduction, let's discuss, can it undergo oxidation? So I have said earlier that make cyclobutadiene as double bond and 2 free radical. So to get into oxidation, if I will make this free radical as positive charge and this free radical as positive charge, then it has to accept 2 electron. So it will accept 2 electron, means this molecule will accept 2 electron and will become cyclobutadiene. So cyclobutadiene has to lose 2 electron to become this. So in this case, it is having 2 pi electron, it is having 4 pi electron. So it is becoming aromatic. It was N2 aromatic, so reaction is driven into forward. So forward reaction is possible. So we can conclude that since it has undergone oxidation, and if a compound or a molecule undergoes oxidation, then it can act as a reducing agent. So it can act as a reducing agent. So after this point and this point, we can conclude that cyclobutadiene can undergo both oxidation and reduction. If point up till now is clear, then next point we will discuss about, it was fourth point, since the oxidation was third and previously it was second and anti-aromatic was first. So now the fourth point is dimerization. It is very easy, dimerization and trimerization. So dimerization I will do and trimerization I will give you as a homework. So trimerization I will give you as a homework. So let's see how dimerization is happening. So two molecules will combine. So I have said you earlier that make this as a free radical. It is going to help you in each and every reaction. So you have made this free radical. So this both can combine. So by combining, it can give you this. So it has undergone dimerization. Now here you can imagine the same thing, that reaction chamber. It is very helpful to imagine reaction chamber. So if you imagine a reaction chamber, so in reaction chamber there will be too many molecules of this cyclobutadiene. So for each molecule of cyclobutadiene, you can imagine like a reaction chamber having cyclobutadiene like this, 2 free radical, 1 pi bond, free radical, 1 pi bond, free radical, 1 pi bond. So if two molecules of cyclobutadiene meet, then it will give you dimer. But what if, since in the reaction chamber there are too many molecules, so either two can combine, but there is a possibility that 3 molecules can also combine. You have to think it. You will make the product for this. I am not going to make it here because the purpose of making this video is to make you understand how the things is happening, how to solve any problem, how to approach any problem. So I have told you the approach and you have to think over it. So either 3 molecules can also combine, 4 molecules can also combine. There is a possibility that 4 molecules can also combine. So here I am giving you a question, can dimerization has happened. You have to tell me in the comment box, can trimerization be possible? And if the trimerization is possible, then tell me in the comment box what will be the product. You can make it or click a photo and send me in the comment box. So you have to tell the answer. When I will make the next video, I will tell you what is the answer for this, what will be the answer for this. I will talk all the different cases, and I think almost everything I have discussed till now So I am summarizing it here. So it is, if I will take this as a cyclobutadiene, so first thing, it was anti-aromatic. It was anti-aromatic first thing. It reacts with sodium without liberation of hydrogen. Second point. Third point was, it can act as both oxidizing as well as reducing agent. And fourth point I have made, it can undergo dimerization. Trimerization, that you have to tell me in the comment box. I have explained you till dimerization. There are also few cases, but this is enough for cyclobutadiene. So thank you very much.